As the deadline of I hate the way I read. As the deadline of execution nears, visions. I don't like reading, babe. I don't like the way it sounds. As the deadline of execution nears, visions of the future begin to plague her and those around her. Can she truly save Elizabeth and undo what happened almost 2 centuries ago? With 2 lives on the line, she knows she must face the consequences of meddling with time, even if it costs her everything. My mom wrote a book. This is not a paid ad. This is no sponsorship. This is my mother's book. You guys watch this channel all the time, literally just like me doing what I want, what I love, and like chasing my dreams. And this has been hers for the longest time, and she's finally letting me tell you guys about it. It has been on the market for a little while. This is called Skywatcher: A Shadow in Time. This is a book about friendship, love, time travel, adventure, and my mom said there's a little bit of spiciness in there. So if you're a kid, there's spiciness in there. I know a lot of you guys probably don't read, but I know that you guys have someone you know who reads, and I would really love if you guys would just tell them about this, show them this book. You can get this thing on Kindle for like $5. If you get this on Kindle, you have to do it from the web browser, and just in general, it's not just this book. If you want to get it on Kindle, you have to go to the browser. If you go on Amazon right now because of COVID, it says that it's temporarily out of stock, but that just means they don't want to disappoint you and you buy it and they can't guarantee the shipping date. It is available. My mom wrote this, and I'm proud of her. She's been doing this for a long time. This is literally more important to me than all the paid ads I do. So go get this, show it to someone that reads, read it yourself. I don't care what you do with the book. Go buy the book, support my mom. We got a new quad trailer, boys. This thing you could probably actually call like just a utility trailer. You really say whatever you want. This thing is tiny, but it's gonna do kind of exactly what we need it to. So this was like a couple $100 trailer. This is absolutely nothing special. Like I said, I didn't want to buy the car hauler and abuse it too much. I think this will do the job perfectly fine, if not better. It's got absolutely nothing on the one that we built before, but you know what? That's okay. This one's kind of nice because it actually has one of these little wheelie jack things, whatever you want to call it, in the front. Previous owner put this in. It's literally just in, I forget what you call these things, like tie downs, or there's a word for it, I forget. Anyways, he built this thing as like a wall because whatever he was carrying, he didn't want stuff spitting up on it. I'm just gonna take this right off. We really don't need that. It's got some shackles, it's got some lights. It has some small wheels on it. Actually, these things look really small. He installed different suspension, which should raise it up enough that we could actually put like the 12-inch wheels, which will give it another like at least 3-4 inches off the ground, which should be cool. Check this thing out, dude. I don't know what he used it for, but he built this ramp, but the only problem with the ramp is that it has no stops. Like this can pull completely out. This is nice because now if we want to load one ATV, we can load one ATV like right here in the center, and then we can put another one in the back of the truck. We could put 2 ATVs on this trailer so that Brad could drive us and we don't need to take the truck at all. Not super exciting. Like I said, this is nothing fancy. We paid a couple $100 for it. It's gonna get the job done, and one day, maybe if we get bored, we can make some more trailer building videos, have some fun with this thing, and like really give it some life. But for now, this is the worst kind of pin ever built. Oh, thank God. For now, it's gonna do what it needs to do. Trailer stuff aside, I have a couple things I want to do to the quad today. We would really like to get out this weekend and go riding and just kind of let Brad feel it out, have some fun, and just get used to both of our new machines. One of the first things that I would like to do is get some lights going on this thing, because this thing, it actually came with the lights. It came with a couple things. So these are the stock, these are the OEM, what do we call things on ATVs? These are the stock lights. They kind of sit here. They look a little something like this, kind of ugly. First thing I want to do, we have some of these lights hanging around. If you guys remember, Emerson used to have these on his 240. These are just like little light pods. They're not the classic squares. Usually people have like the 2x2 ones. These are 3x2s. I think they're kind of cool. They're nice and bright. I have like 6 of these up on the wall. But I've seen some really cool things where people do like little LED headlight style stuff. So I want to do one like here and then one kind of up a little bit higher behind it. So you get like the double effect. I have a vision. I think it's gonna look really cool. Let's just see what we can make happen. I should probably secure this before we mount the headlights, and then they're all in a stupid spot. Let's see what happens here. There's way too much wiring harness because this is obviously it's meant for a car, so I'm gonna have to shorten this, but I wasn't sure if where I mounted it. Oh my God, that is bright. Holy Sweet, dude. This is gonna be nuts. Dude, I am straight up gonna have the brightest quad in the whole trails. Like, this is one light, dude. Okay, for reference, this is Brad's low beams. That's Brad's high beams. So we'll stick with the highs because that's obviously the brighter one. So that's both his headlights, high beams. That's one. And I actually just made this work extremely easily. Like, I'm super surprised. So, I told you guys I had some that were on Emerson's car. So these ones are a little bit dirtier. Those are the ones I'm installing first. So they're on the inside, so you don't see them as much. And then the newer ones will go on the outside. But all I did was I took an old light bar and I took like the foot that you would use to attach the light bar to whatever, like the car. And I just, instead of attaching it to a light bar that's running this way, I just attach it to the pod light. It's literally just a light bar foot. That's almost too easy. This is going well, I'm fired up. Literally just like an L. There you go, you guys can see it. And boom, baby, we're ready to roll. So I was trying to wire everything up to this switch, so when you did this, the headlights would work because that's kind of what it's meant to do. But once you open up this loom, or like inside of here, dude, there is so many wires. I probably wasted like half an hour, 45 minutes just looking at that, and then you guys know, colorblind kids just shouldn't do wiring, so I just aborted the whole thing. Started looking around, and I noticed that, I told you guys I want to get some new plastics. I don't really like this, but that's what I got for now. And then I noticed that there's this hole here. So my thought is whoever had it last probably did something really similar to this, but instead of using this like normal button that comes with these harnesses, I'm gonna toss one of these little push clip button things in here. And then for this, I ran both of these. I just got some wire out of my drawer and extended it, and you guys can see it runs like right up along the back of this bar. This one rode another harness. They join up right here, plug in together, and then I just tucked all the extra wires and stuff in front of the battery here. So I think we should be good to go. I gotta figure this thing out. Never actually really put any thought into this. High away from that exhaust, right up by the gas tank. Come on. Perfect. Before we tape up all these fittings, give it a little, oh, dude. Please all be on. We got 1, 2. Oh, dude, this is so bright. Oh my God. That is dope. And then the little light comes on when they're on, off when they're off, just in case you didn't notice this. Obviously I'm gonna have to carry these tools around. I don't expect these to like never shift or never move. The way the Raptor's design is kind of dumb where the lights go. Like if I hit stuff, it's gonna move them. It's gonna affect it a little bit. I definitely don't think it's gonna be perfect, but I did align them, I think, pretty well. Hit the lights and check this out, dude. This is actually insane how bright this is. Dude. What's crazy is it lights up like directly in front of the machine forwards. And then like these ones, it's kind of hard to tell because it's still daylight outside, but these side ones are doing a lot of work for like bush stuff and like doing turns and stuff. It looks a little bit funny. Like when it's on, it looks actually just kind of crazy if the camera would focus. It looks super aggressive, but when it's off, I think due to the fact that like I want it to be really realistic and not just look cool, you can kind of tell like they're not, this one's turned a little bit, that one's straight. A lot of people do like the double stack so it looks nice. But at the end of the day, this is 10 times more usable. And I'm actually really happy I put these ones on the inside. I didn't realize, because there's 2 different brands, but they're the exact same thing. These ones, they like beam a lot more. For a little DIY headlight kit, I think it looks pretty good. Definitely looks better than whatever this would have looked like, which just wouldn't have been very nice. You guys gotta make sure you're subscribed, because this weekend we are going riding and I will be able to hopefully test out these lights, give them a nice go, make sure that things don't like absolutely destroy them and whatever. I did a couple little things I needed to do too, like this was super loose. I don't know if you guys realized in the last video, but it wasn't secure at all. So I put a new screw in here that's the right size this time. Some hardware here, I put some hardware here, and I just went over fluids. Like the coolant is lime green, like it's real fresh. I want to do the front brakes on this thing too, but I had to order them in, they're not here yet, and then I'm probably gonna do an oil change before we go riding this weekend also. I'm gonna go as far as to say that this was a success. And of course, right as I'm doing this, we had some truck parts start showing up at the house today. I saw them on my little doorbell camera app thing, so lots of good stuff coming. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. I'm sorry that there wasn't a whole lot to do in it. When I do wiring, it kind of just wastes most of my day because I waste a lot of time when I'm wiring. I'm like looking at colors, trying to figure things out that I know I just shouldn't figure out. So that's all I got for you guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. I will catch you guys next time. Peace out and stay committed.